Hello from Texas to everyone. This is Grandpa Hickory. Thank you for stopping by to see my video. You know, when we were boys, we were just lad of a boys. My brother and me, we used to go crawdad fishing. We always went, uh, when school was out, friends, we went to blue jean shorts and we were barefooted and we wore t-shirts and that was it. That was our attire. We didn't wear no shoes. We didn't wear no socks. We were barefoot all the time. We walked down dirt roads. There was nothing but dirt roads back then, dirt roads and outhouses. I remember that when I was a boy, when I was a lad of a boy. And me and my brother, we used to go and catch crawdads, crawfish. And we would use a stick, or we would use a little cane pole, and we would have string attached to it, nylon string, or we would have a piece of bacon about that long. We'd tear it off, a piece of bacon, we'd tear it off, and then we would put it, and we would wrap the string around it and tie it. Then we would swing that out over the water, and then we would drop it in, let it go all the way to the bottom. We'd just sit there. We sat there talking, watching the scenery, the birds flying. We were out in the country, fresh air, just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. I have so many precious memories of my brother and me. And we were out there having a great time. And we caught lots of crawdads. We would take them, and my dad would take them. My dad didn't boil the crawfish or anything like that. He would take the crawdads and pull the tails off of them. Then he would peel the tails, and then he would dip them in all-purpose flour. And he would dip it in egg and then all-purpose flour. And he breaded them real good. And he would get them all lined up and everything. And he'd get his grease. We had lard back then. Everybody used lard, Crisco lard. And my dad would fry up the crawdads that me and my brother had caught. And man, I'll tell you what, you talk about wonderful. We had potatoes with it, and I think a salad or something. I can't remember what all we had, but we had iced tea. Back then, the tea was so delicious. It was Lipton tea, the brisk, and I don't even see it anymore. I haven't seen it since the 1950s. So, but we just really had a wonderful time, and we used to go walking in the woods. We'd find apple trees way out in the woods, just growing, and we would pick all kinds of apples. Oh, listen, we had some of the biggest apples, some about this big right here. I got one in my window, about this size right here, and they were so good. Like this, it smells real good. See, I keep them in the on the window ledge here with my tomatoes and everything in here in the kitchen. And the sun shines on it. What little bit of sun we got now that it's December. But we just had a wonderful time. We enjoyed ourselves. There was so much to do. We would build forts, and we would build tree houses, and we just had a wonderful time. And everywhere we went, we walked. I tell you, we'd walk down the road, we were just happy as Christmas trees. And we would find Coke bottles on the highways, in the ditch. We didn't have sidewalks, we had ditches, deep ditches. And we'd go down in the ditch, we'd gather up them bottles. Well, we'd go to the store, little country store. We'd walk inside, we'd cash them in, we'd buy us a Coke, a candy bar, Fritos or potato chips, and a bag, one of those nickel packs of Tom's Peanuts. And we just had a wonderful time, friend. We had a wonderful time. Memories, we all have them. But when we were boys, we had such a wonderful time. Nobody bothered us. We didn't bother anybody. We just went about our lives. And we had a wonderful time together. We helped our dad around the homestead. We would work in the garden. We would feed the chickens and help gather eggs. And We did all kinds of things, I tell you. Memories when we were boys. Do you have childhood memories of things you did with your brother or your sister, whichever ones you were and whichever ones you had? I've talked to several young ladies that her and their sister do what me and my brother did. They go fishing together, and I was really surprised. They even had a little canoe, and they would go out and fish and catch fish, and I thought that's wonderful. I'm glad that young people nowadays are doing some of the things me and my brother did. It's very wholesome, very good for you. Well, hey, hit the like button. It helps my channel to grow, and I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channel. I'm Grandpa Hickory, and I'll see you on the next video, and goodbye to all of you. Remembering when we were boys. Just seems like just a few days ago, a few years ago. Bye from Texas. Bye-bye now.